The victim of which we will speak is Joyce Acheson, Acheson. This is a statement by the next of kin, Janice Walcott, Walcott Ayers, Ayers. Ayers writes, PG&E's failure to assure their equipment, policies, and procedures provide safe and updated service to their clients resulted in a deadly, fast-moving, and major fire that completely destroyed the town of Paradise and killed 84 people in the process. Although my sister Joyce and I were not close, she's 10 years older than me, we had been connecting through email in the year or two before her death. She had some mental health issues that made it difficult for her to maintain close emotional contacts with her family, but our most recent connection was important to us. I knew she was not in good health. I was in the process of getting her newer computer equipment and other things she needed to help her recover from her recent hospitalizations and to stay in contact with us. She had no other family, no spouse, no children. When the fire broke out, my eldest sister, who is 91, and I both tried to call Joyce. We did not get any answer at her home, so I called the sheriff's office. When I was finally able to get through, they took her information and said they knew, if they knew anything, they would let us know. I called daily, but there was no information. The members of my family and I spent hours daily searching social media, using a special Facebook pages that had been set up, calling hospitals, shelters, Red Cross, anyone who could think who might have some information. Our days were spent trying to determine her whereabouts and the condition of her well-being. We repeatedly called the sheriff's office without being able to obtain any information at all. It was almost 2 weeks after the fire started that I got a call from the sheriff's office telling me that they had gone into her still standing apartment and found her body there. This was a very emotionally devastating way to hear of her passing, even though we knew at some level this was ultimately what we would find out. I then called my elder sister to let her know. We needed to have a DNA test to assure that it was her body. So my nephew, the son of my deceased brother, who lives in Chico, volunteered to provide his DNA. I then received a call from the funeral service in Chico on the day before Thanksgiving to let me know they had her body. On Thanksgiving, I heard from the sheriff's department it was indeed my sister. All of this taken together has caused a great deal of stress. The anxiety, stress, sadness, and grief caused as a result of this horrible tragedy adds to the normal sadness and grief one experiences when losing a loved one. I do not have ongoing financial repercussions due to the loss of my sister. I did not lose property. However, the amount of total loss for the people of Paradise in this instance is immense. It is unconscionable on the part of PG&E to allow this to happen. They continue to prioritize their shareholders and their profits rather than ensure their equipment is maintained and that there are procedures in place to prevent future fires. PG&E was already under court supervision for the gas fire in San Bruno. There were deadly fires in 2017, and still the 2018 Paradise fire wiped out a town, took 85 lives, including the life of my sister.